Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we are going to be giving some pretty big updates for the car market. The election this year is really shaking things up, and we're going to talk about all of it. Before we get into this video though, as always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. In the last video, I talked about how the presidential debate could have some impacts on the car market, and impacts it has had. It's been almost a couple of weeks since the debate, and there have already been some shifts in terms of what we're seeing with car buyers. Now, just to go over a quick timeline, prior to the debate, there was a lot of uncertainty in the air, I think is a good way to put it. You know, you had some polls reporting Trump up, other polls were reporting that they were about even, or maybe Biden was up. And so people were kind of thinking, oh, maybe Trump will win, maybe Biden will win. I don't know, right? There's a lot of I don't know. And so that uncertainty led to, some lower sentiment with buyers. And then you pair that with the economy not being all that great. And again, buyer sentiment wasn't all that solid. Now, post-debate, right, post-Biden's poor performance in the debate, and again, this is what all sources are saying, is that his performance was not all that great. And, personally, I watched the debate, like just the raw clips. I don't like commentary with this kind of stuff when it's political. And that's kind of the take that I got out of it. And then I watched a bunch of news sources, and everyone else kind of had a similar opinion to me. And I was like, okay, I'm not crazy in this. But now you've got roughly half the country freaking out because now they're saying that he can't win, right? Obviously, the people that were going to vote for Trump said, no, he can't win. But the people that were planning on voting for Biden, even they, not all of them, obviously, but there's a pretty large group. Again, you look at the polls, and there's a lot of Democrats that don't think he's going to win. So this has negatively impacted buyer sentiment. And, there hasn't been a lot of data coming out yet, but what I can tell you from what I'm hearing from people that are in the car industry, and then when I talk to individuals, is there is way more uncertainty about what's going to happen with the economy post-election. And so because of that uncertainty, it's just straight up pulling people out of the car market. People don't like to make purchases, especially purchases that are as big as a car, when they're unsure if they're going to have a job in the next 6 months, or if they're going to be making significantly less money at their job because there's not going to be work to be had, right? Uncertainty is just a killer of anything, especially large products like cars. And so the short-term effect is, the car market's kind of softened a little bit on the retail side of things. It's still really, really strong on the fleet sale side of things, and I think that trend's going to continue throughout the course of this year, unless we have some massive economic headwind that pulls all these businesses out from continuing to purchase fleet vehicles. Haven't seen that quite yet. Time will tell on that side of things. But the retail side of things, there's a lot of uncertainty. So what I'm seeing is new car inventory is, it's been stacking up this whole year, but I've seen a little bit of a slowdown, and there's always a slowdown in the summer, but this seems more than what you usually see. And then used cars seem to be softening even more, just the trade-in values. I mean, I've seen some cars over the course of the last month, and again, this is just specific models, but still lose like 5 to 10% of their trade-in value. That's a big amount to lose. And so it just shows the amount of uncertainty in the car market, especially, I would say, with the more expensive cars. The affordable cars are still pretty hot, but the more expensive stuff, it's getting really, really soft. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about this whole situation. If you think this is just short term where there's a lot of uncertainty and maybe things will stabilize, or you think this is going to be a continual trend. Me personally, I mean, it's tough to say at this point. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't even guess this situation from the start. Like I would have never thought that one of the presidential candidates would be in the state that they're in and still be adamant about running and everything. And so, again, not trying to get political here, but it's just the market this year and everything else that's happening this year, it's just like everything out of left field. So who knows what's going to happen, but I'll see you.